Hi, this is Eddie here again for another Adidas Superlight Rugby boot review. This time, rugby boot reviewing is what we've taken to a whole new level because today, we've moved all the way down from the Malice boots to the Kakari boots. This first up review in the Kakari pack consists of the soft ground Adipower version in black. So sit tight, strap yourselves in, and I hope you enjoy it. If you're a forward in your rugby team in the front row looking for extra power to give scrum domination a bit of an extra boost to help you go that further mile, go for the brand new Adidas Adipower Superlight Kakari SG rugby boots that have 8 studs, meaning extra grip on soft ground in the Malice range, but that is only for anyone who wears the jersey numbers between 1 and 5 in their rugby team and wants to be the finest prop, hooker or lock that they can be. Fine-tuned for the forwards, coming from the Harness the Light pack, Adidas introduced their lightest ever boots fully optimized for the scrum and defense with the Adidas Adipower Kakari SG rugby boots in core black, silver metallic, and shock red. Designed for rugby players at the heart of the action, these Adipower Kakari boots feature innovative Superlight technology within that provides greater control to help you keep driving your team forward up the pitch. Core features of these rugby boots include an adaptive lacing system that provides improved support. Agility is enhanced by the hybrid touch to the upper, which combined with the lightweight synthetic material ensures you can accelerate into key positions. These boots are proven to be great rugby boots at an even greater price, and don't forget, they are incredible value for money from rugbyobsessedbloke.co.nz at 199 New Zealand dollars and 99 cents. That's 199 New Zealand dollars and 99 cents. So go on, pick up a pair of these boots if you need extra power in the scrum. This version that we are looking at right now is the core black, silver metallic and shock red colorway. After this version, we'll be moving on to the differently colored Adidas Adipower Kakari SG rugby boots. The Adidas Kakari Superlight range of rugby-specific boots. Fine-tuned for the forwards. Fine-tuned for speed, power, control and maximum scrum domination. Adidas Rugby. Proud sponsor of rugbyobsessedbloke.co.nz. This last colorway that we are looking at for today right here is the white, shock red and core black version of the Adidas Adipower Kakari SG rugby boots. These boots are also available at rugbyobsessedbloke.co.nz for 199 New Zealand dollars and 99 cents. That's once again 199 New Zealand dollars and 99 cents. Enjoy the last few photos of this video. A very good bye for now. And I will catch you same time, same place in my next video right here for another Adidas Superlight rugby specific boot review on Rugby Obsessed Bloke. Stay safe, take care, feel free to subscribe to me, and I'll see you very soon. Hi again, this is Eddie here from Rugby Obsessed Bloke, and today, we'll be looking at the brand new Adidas Kakari Light SG rugby boots from the Superlight range of rugby-specific boots, fine-tuned ultimately for those fast, explosive and powerfully defending flankers at the back of the scrum as well as the number 8s. The good thing is, about these boots, they are about half the size lighter than their predecessor, the FF80, standing for fast forward. So, right now, let's just crack straight into our second last review of the Adidas Superlight review, and I hope you enjoy it. I definitely imagine that the young Richie McCaw would have gone for these if they were around in his adolescent life, but they weren't. But obviously any flanker at the back of the scrum pack, either 6 or 7, or just simply a number 8, can choose these boots. They are a very lightweight and durable pair which can be available for a bargain purchase at rugbyobsessedbloke.co.nz for 189 New Zealand dollars and 99 cents. I'm sorry, But these boots are not what I prefer because I don't play rugby as a flanker, although Richie McCaw is one of my favorite players. Fine-tuned for the forwards. Coming from the harness the Light Pack, Adidas introduced their lightest ever boots, fully optimized for pacey loose forwards, with the Adidas Kakari Light SG Rugby boots in shock red, core black, and white. Designed for rugby players at the heart of the action, breaking up play with crucial tackles and darting into key positions, these Kakari Light boots feature innovative Superlight technology within that provides a great balance between control and speed to help you keep driving your team forward up the pitch. Core features of these rugby boots include a cage system that provides improved support. Agility is enhanced by the ultralight synthetic upper, which ensures you can accelerate into key positions. Built upon the lightweight outsole, the Kakari Light provides traction and explosive power on soft ground pitches. Removable metal and molded studs with a 10mm raised heel provide dynamic foot positioning for additional security. Adapted for play on soft ground surfaces. Experience amazing pace balanced with reliable support with the new Adidas Kakari Light SG Rugby boots. This right here is the shock red, core black and white colorway version of these boots, which can also be purchased from levelrugby.co.uk for 141 New Zealand dollars and 73 cents, meaning that they are now 30 New Zealand dollars off the average retail price. The Adidas Kakari Superlight range of rugby-specific boots. Fine-tuned for the forwards. Fine-tuned for speed, power, control and maximum scrum domination. Adidas Rugby. Proud sponsor of rugbyobsessedbloke.co.nz. This one right here is the core black, silver metallic and shock red version of these boots. These are also available at rugbyobsessedbloke.co.nz for 189 New Zealand dollars and 99 cents. That makes sense. 189 New Zealand dollars and 99 cents. This version is now 115 New Zealand dollars and 16 cents at levelrugby.co.uk and has gone 45 New Zealand dollars off the average retail price from online. See if you can just chuck a link straight into the description box underneath and I'll get back to you soon if you are unsure which of these colorway versions to choose from of these boots. Please note that levelrugby.co.uk is quite stupid not posting other photos of this colorway. I do feel sorry for them and I will one day write a very short complaint to them. A very short one. This is the core black, silver metallic and shock red colorway of these boots, but instead it is the Force version which has a sock lining joined up to it to reduce the chances of a hamstring injury, and it could well be more likely to give the front row players a bit of a boost in their rugby team while playing in the scrum. Once again, please note that levelrugby.co.uk isn't the best site for finding other photos of this colorway and I feel sorry for them. Very, undoubtedly sorry. Once again, I am willing to get comments underneath this video in the description box. Just before I close this video down, here is a sneak peek at these brand new Adidas Adipower Kakari SG Rugby boots which I'll be reviewing later on this year or maybe early in January next year. And these are from the 2016 Adidas Elements pack of rugby-specific boots, very similar to its previous pack, the Superlight pack, but with different colors of boots. This is the core black, silver metallic and solar green colorway. This pack still uses the Predator Malice, Crazy Quick Malice, Adidas Aero Malice and more different boots to go on your feet. Enjoy the last few photos rolling in this video. And I will see you for our last ever Superlight Rugby boot review here on Rugby Obsessed Bloke, and then we'll be taking new looks at the Elements pack. See you back there, from the favorite YouTuber recording to my friends, Eddie Rugby Obsessed Bloke Gardner. Hi again, this is Eddie from Rugby Obsessed Bloke. Today, we're there. This is our last ever review in the collection of the Superlight range of rugby-specific boots. Today we'll be looking at the Adidas Elite and Regulate Kakari soft ground Superlight rugby boots. And then, I'll take you through the winners of these reviews. This last video ever of this collection will be an absolute ripper of an episode. After the Superlight collection, I'll be taking a few reviews of the Adidas Elements pack with rugby-specific boots built for the backs and fine-tuned ultimately for the forwards, including boot names by the likes of the Predator Malice, Crazy Quick Malice, Adidas Aero Crazy Quick Malice, and a whole new range of the Kakari boots. Don't go anywhere during this review, sit tight, relax and strap yourselves in, because I hope very much that you'll enjoy it. Here we go. These boots are one of the two takedown versions of the Adipower Kakari rugby-specific boots for front rowers and indeed would be thoroughly recommended for any rugby player looking for cheap, low-costing, comfortable boots with stacks of grip coming from the 8 soft ground studs on the soles. These boots are guaranteed to prevent any sort of player from slipping on wet, muddy grounds and are available at lovellrugby.co.uk for just amazing value at 87 New Zealand dollars and 86 cents and also rugbyobsessedbloke.co.nz for 89 New Zealand dollars and 69 cents. These can also be purchased at ProDirect Rugby along with the other Adidas Superlight rugby boots in Great British pounds which can be converted into New Zealand dollars. These boots are apparently the cheaper version of the Adipower Kakari rugby boots because of a construction from a softer material which is different from the Adipower version. Fine-tuned for the forwards, coming from the Harness the Light pack, Adidas introduced their lightest ever boots fully optimized for pacey loose forwards with the Adidas Kakari Elite SG rugby boots in core black, silver metallic, and shock red. Designed for rugby players at the heart of the action, breaking up play with crucial tackles and darting into key positions, these Kakari boots feature innovative Superlight technology within that provides a great balance between control and speed to help you keep driving your team forward up the pitch. Agility is enhanced by the ultralight synthetic upper which ensures you can accelerate into key positions. Built upon the lightweight outsole, the Kakari Light provides traction and explosive power on soft ground pitches. Removable metal and molded studs with a 10mm raised heel provide dynamic foot positioning for additional security. Adapted for play on soft ground surfaces, experience amazing pace balanced with reliable support with the new Adidas Kakari Elite SG rugby boots. These boots, like I said, are thoroughly recommended as a cheaper option of rugby boots for front rowers. There is also a kids version of these boots with smaller studs on the soles of them available from Rebel Sport for 89 New Zealand dollars and 99 cents. These are great boots at a great price specifically designed for the rugby team's front rowers. The Adidas Kakari Superlight range of rugby-specific boots. Fine-tuned for the forwards. Fine-tuned for speed, power, control and maximum scrum domination. Adidas Rugby. Proud sponsor of rugbyobsessedbloke.co.nz. This next one here is the white, shock red and core black version of these boots and is also the last of the Adidas Elite Kakari SG boots. These are also available at rugbyobsessedbloke.co.nz for 89 New Zealand dollars and 86 cents. Take a look around at these photos, and then we'll move on to the Regulate Kakari rugby boots right here on Rugby Obsessed Bloke. This here is the Regulate version of the core black, silver metallic and shock red Adidas Kakari SG rugby boots. These are available also at rugbyobsessedbloke.co.nz for just 89 New Zealand dollars. The material that these are constructed from makes them a more affordable and comfortable boot for the starting playmaker in the front row of their rugby team, so that they can save their money and enjoy a whole 60, 70 or 80 minutes with comfort coming from these rugby-specific Adidas Regulate Kakari SG boots. Take a look at these boots in these photos, and if you want to, you can pop up a comment in the description box. Right now, let's have a look at the standings of each rugby-specific boot from the Superlight range. The champion boot is the Predator Malice SG. In first place was the Crazy Quick Malice SG and FG. In third place was the Malice SG and FG. And, lastly, in the fourth average place was the Elite Malice SG. I would like to make some huge thanks to our mates at Adidas Rugby for being one of the proud sponsors of Rugby Obsessed Bloke, as well as the suppliers to my works uniform, the best-selling Superlight boots, and the Rugby Obsessed Bloke merchandise. I couldn't have done it without you. I am also proud of you fellows for being the sponsor of our next rugby-specific boot review of the Elements pack, and I heard it's featuring these following boots. The brand new version of the Predator Malice SG in these sparkling new colors of night navy, silver metallic, and solar blue. Every Adidas boot wearer in the backline might know of the 2013 and 2014 Adidas Adizero RS7 Pro 4.0 rugby-specific boots for wingers and outside backs in the solar blue and running white colorway. I call this flavor Blueberry Spa. I will be definitely looking forward to reviewing these boots in my first ever video of these brand spanking new Adidas Predator Malice SG rugby boots from the Elements pack. These boots, in Adidas' own words, are the greatest kickers boot for rugby that we've ever made, and I agree with them. I will be quite sad to say goodbye to the Superlight range of rugby-specific boots from Adidas, but it is a pleasure to welcome a new range, the Elements pack, into my reviewing collection. After a sneak peek at these boots, we will take a good look at the firm ground version. This is the firm ground version of these boots, and as you can see right here, these have blue triangular shaped studs instead of silver screw-in studs, which you can undo. It is my pleasure to welcome these into my rugby boot reviewing collection, as well as some more versions of the Crazy Quick Malice, Adizero Malice, Malice, and Kakari boots. And, what a series this has been. Goodbye to the Adidas Superlight pack, and a very good hello to the brand spanking new Elements pack. Goodbye from me, Eddie, right here on Rugby Obsessed Bloke. The power behind rugby. The power behind Adidas Rugby. The power behind the Superlight and Element packs. Over and out.